A Fox 5 I-Team investigation has found a state agency sent a cease and desist letter to a powerful state senator.
A Labor Department official caught Governor Deal's floor leader, Senator Butch Miller, using state property without approval or payment to the state.
Well, senior Fox 5 I-Team reporter Dale Russell has been investigating what happened and why, and he's here now with the tips. Dale?
Russ, State Senator Butch Miller is the governor's floor leader and co-owner of a car dealership in Gainesville. Now, for years, his Honda dealership sat next door to an empty Labor Department building, waiting to be sold. Well, Senator Miller's dealership used the property to store excess cars, at times without notice or payment to the state. Take a drive down a small side street in Gainesville and you'll find a former Georgia Department of Labor building. For years, it sat empty. Well, almost empty. Seems one state senator who co-owns a car dealership next door had his eye on the state property.
It certainly seems a little murky.
Brinkley Serkedakis, director of government watchdog group, Common Cause.
It seems like kind of a sweet deal for somebody who's in public life to be receiving this asset for free.
Well, mostly free. Let me explain.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I rise before you today.
When State Senator Butch Miller is not playing the role of the governor's floor leader, he is part owner of a Honda dealership that sits next door to the Labor Department land. In 2010, State Senator Miller wanted to use the state Labor Department parking lot for his overflow. He signed a rental agreement, $1,800 a month, but Labor Department emails show the agreement lasted only 2 months. Mark Butler became Labor Commissioner after the rental agreement ended. He asked his staff what happened.
I was led to believe that they terminated the agreement at some point near the end because they decided that they didn't want to use the lot anymore.
So in October of 2010, newly elected State Senator Butch Miller stopped paying the state for the parking lot. In an email to me, State Senator Miller gave his only explanation for his interest in the lot. This property had been vacated by the Department of Labor, adjoined our property, and we needed to expand.
Why make it seem shady? Why put yourself in a position where you may be involved in a deal that's not on the up and up?
For some 3.5 years, Senator Miller made no more payments to the state. So was he using the parking lot? He wrote, "To my knowledge, there was no systematic or approved parking by me or anyone else in our management at any time when we did not have a rental agreement." But a Google Earth map shows in August of 2013 that empty lot was full of Hondas. And a year later, the Labor Department discovered its empty lot was again full.
One of my employees happened to be going by that area and noticed that there were cars on the lot.
A labor official sent Senator Miller this letter stating without a rental agreement, the senator's dealership must remove all of its vehicles from state property and must cease and desist any further use of the parking lot.
It wouldn't have mattered who owned the dealership. If they wanted to continue to park cars on that particular piece of property, they were going to have to pay rent, because it'd be kind of an unfair advantage for anybody to use state property for free.
We asked Senator Miller to sit down and talk with us. He wanted to know what our questions were. So I sent a general outline of what we were going to ask, and he agreed to sit down for an interview. So 24 minutes before that interview was to be conducted, with camera and lights ready, Senator Miller sent an email saying he wasn't coming, and he didn't really answer our questions. At least for a period of time, the state senator had use of the Labor Department property for free. Is that a good thing?
No, I would have to say that, it's kind of one of those things that probably should have been notified on.
So what did the Department of Labor lose? And remember, Senator Miller's old 2010 rental contract was $1,800 a month. If he had paid that amount up until 2014, when he signed a new rental agreement to use the parking lot, taxpayers would have gotten some $70,000.
It is serious. It's real money, and more importantly, it can be considered a gift from the state to this legislator, a payment from the state to this legislator, and it's not disclosed.
Now, after the state issued the cease and desist letter, Senator Miller's company signed another rental agreement, this time paying $1,000 a month to use the parking lot. That's $800 a month less. The state finally sold the empty building late last year. And tomorrow night, we follow the money and show you what the state did when it appeared Senator Miller was on the losing end of a sealed bid. Right. More to come on this.
Right, we'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, that Google Earth picture you showed us wasn't just a couple of cars, it was full.
No, that was just one vantage point. There was actually, you could move it around, as you know, on Google Earth, and the parking lot was pretty much full with Hondas.
Wow. All right, Dale. Thanks so much.
See you tomorrow.